Today, I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Casimir. Saint Casimir is also known as the patron saint of Poland, Lithuania, and the youth. He was born on October 3, 1458, in Krakow, Poland. He was the third child of King Casimir IV of Poland and Queen Elizabeth of Austria, making him a prince of both the Polish and Lithuanian royal families. When he was a child, Saint Casimir showed deep devotion to God. While other young nobles enjoyed lavish games and luxury, Casimir preferred to pray, fast, and read passages from the scripture. He was educated by brilliant tutors, including the devout and scholarly Johannes Długosz, who guided him in theology and virtue. His heart grew rooted in purity, justice, and humility. When he was just 13 years old, his father sent him to lead a military campaign to reclaim Hungary and expand their territory. Though Casimir didn't like this, he obeyed. But he chose to abandon the mission because it clashed with his values of justice and peace. It was a humbling moment for him, not because he lacked the strength to fight or win, but because he chose peace over violence, even when victory was within reach. When he came back to Poland, Saint Casimir chose a life of service and devotion. Despite being royalty, he wore simple clothes, avoided luxury, and often gave food and money to the poor. He lived more like a monk than a prince. He would spend long hours in prayer before the Blessed Sacrament and was known for his deep love of the Blessed Virgin Mary. In his teenage years, he began to suffer poor health, possibly related to tuberculosis. Even though illness weakened him, he never demanded special care or attention as a prince. Instead, he used his suffering to unite himself with Christ and devote his remaining time to the love of God. By the time he was 20 years old, he was gravely ill, but he still remained joyful and prayerful, always smiling at those who visited him. On March 4, 1484, Saint Casimir died in Grodno, which is now Belarus. He was only 25 years old. His short life left behind a long-lasting echo of sanctity. In his burial, a copy of the famous song Omni Dic Mariae, which is also known as Daily, Daily Sing to Mary, was placed beside his body. Later on, when his tomb was opened, the copy was found, serving as a powerful testament to his deep devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary. This song has been renamed and is now famously called the Hymn of Saint Casimir, and is still sung in churches today. In fact, this song is being translated into over 300 languages and regional dialects around the world. After his death, people started flocking to his tomb to pray, asking for his intercession, and their prayers were granted. In 1521, Pope Leo X canonized him, and he became known as the patron saint of Poland and Lithuania, especially of youth, students, and those fighting for purity. Today, his body rests in Vilnius Cathedral in Lithuania, where his relics are still venerated. His feast day is celebrated every 4th of March. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and subscribe.